Welcome to a very, very rainy Thursday here on the not so sunny central coast of New South Wales. We are having a fair bit of localised flooding. Luckily for me, our house is not affected. My kids' school hasn't been evacuated yet, but luckily I've now got a driver in the house, another driver in the house, and they've got a car at school if they need to get out quickly. But we're just having normal rain today, so I hope it is sunny where you are, because I'm kind of over the rain. Hello, Miss Mary, how are you? So please, as you come in, please say hi. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up so other people can find us and join. Hello, Shelley. Thank you, David. So other people can find us and join in the card making and chatting fun. So my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I come on here, I make cards with the products I sell. Hello, Miss Cindy. So I use the products that Stampin' Up! Sells and show you what cards I make. And you guys come in here, have a chat with me, give me some ideas. Although today my card is pre-made because it is my final card from class. It's chilly there, is it, Mary? Chilly. Well, it's like I'm wearing 3/4 sleeves, so it's not particularly warm here either. I know one of our friends in Queensland, they've got like a ridiculously hot day today and ridiculous humidity, where we've got the humidity and the low heat. Hey Janine, how are you? So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for saying hi. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you, Carol. So today we still have sale-a-bration going in Australia and New Zealand because we had quite a delay. Hey Darlene, we had quite a delay at the start of sale-a-bration. So these are the free products that you can earn. So Australia and New Zealand have this going until the 16th of March. So I'm still loving our I mislabeled this. It's called the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper. I'm still loving that. So I'll be using that today, and we'll be using the matching, and this is available in the mini catalogue, the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set, using a sentiment from Flowing Flowers. And I have already done this step. I cut out some vellum circles using our layering circles dies because they're the best. They really, really are the best, the layering circles dies. And, oh, the best bit that we're using, I don't know, oh, are they hiding? I think they're hiding. I don't know where they're at. I will have to find them. We are going to be using the iridescent rhinestones. Don't worry, I do have plenty here. If I have to open a new pack, I will, because they are just ever so gorgeous and I love them. Hey Heidi, how are you? Long time no see. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Okay, so this is the card we're making, and what I wanted to show you is how I cut up the background pieces. I cut them all at once and I get 3 cards out of one 6x6 piece of paper and some leftovers. So I wanted to show you how I do that, and I think this is going to work out really good because I already have 2 cards pre-done. Okay, I have 2 cards, I have all the bits, so I'm going to cut another complete set and show you exactly how I get it done There's no special, there are a couple of measurements that you kind of need to know, but other than that, it's just cutting it where you want. So you can have skinny pieces, longer pieces, shorter pieces. No problems. No problems, Darlene. Thank you for popping in. And then we're stamping the rainbow, flagging the ends, and punching some clouds out of the designer series paper. So let's flick around and get moving and get chatting. I've got to get up the replay because you girls are chatting so quickly already. So is it rainy where you are? Or please tell me someone has sunshine, because I need that hope in my life that someone somewhere has some sunshine. Okay, let's flick everyone around. She said, I'm back. Oh, you're watching replay of church. Oh my God, darling. No, that isn't bad. That's smart. And a multitasking. Thank you for telling me that. Sorry, Rainy. No. Yes, I know. It's okay. You're at the Church of Ellen and card making. Does that fly? Does anyone look? I don't know if it'd ever be. Yay, Mary, you have sunshine. That makes me so happy to hear that someone has sunshine. Oh, good, Carol. Yay, you've got sunshine in sunny South Australia. Oh, nice, Janine. I won't tell you that I just almost fell over walking there. My knee decided to almost collapse on me. How rude. Okay, so I just need to share this video out so a couple of people can find us. So who has the paper and the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set? Thank you. Need ideas for card ministry. Okay, then that means that I am assisting you in your ministry. And that means I'm church. And that means you can watch the replay in church, the replay church and me at the same time. I think that flies perfectly in my world. Okay, I don't know if anyone's believing me, but hey, that's what I'm putting down. So, just need to share this in one more place and then we're ready to rock. So, as I said, I've already got all my paper, all my white, basic white paper cut out. I've also got my strips to pop our sentiment on, and that is from the Flowing Flowers stamp set. It has to be one of my most favorite. Not only do I love the 3 flower images, the sentiments in it are great. You can use it for so many things, which I love. I really, and this happy birthday is just beautiful. I've used the thank you with you. I've used the sending a card instead of a text. I don't know that I particularly happy dance well, so I'm not sure that I'll use this one, but the I like you and just a note are very versatile ones as well. Okay, that is done. Let me come back to you. DSP Cindy, not the stamps. Well, I'll give you some great ideas for using that. No, I didn't do the purple and yellow. Not this time. Maybe next time. I just felt like some plain colour this time, and I've got some like white well, they're matte. They're white matte sparkles. So something a bit different. Okay, only DSP. Okay, girls. Well, I'll introduce you to the stamp set and we will go from there. But what I wanted to show you first and foremost are these pieces. So I've already got lots of, like I've got a whole pile of bits and bobs here that we will deal with later. But I need, and I've used the layering circles dies that I shall pop over there. So I've got 2 card bases here. I've got 2 card bases here. So I may have one lot left over when we cut the DSP, but I just wanted to show you what I'm going to do. Now I need to choose 3 patterns. So a lot of you know what I think when I do my patterns. So I like to choose a medium. So I'm looking at this as my medium pattern. I'm kind of liking, although these patterns are very, that could be bold, that could be medium. What's on the back of them? And I need to choose a B-side. So I'm just going to, oh, they're the same. That's not helpful. I'm just looking at, see, I've already got stripes, so I don't want to use anything linear there. No, not that one. Pop that one in where it belongs. No, I kind of don't. That looks very strawberry slush to me, but I kind of don't want to use that one either. What's on? That one, oh, that's different. Okay. I think there is blue, but I think I'm going to cut this side, and I need 3 complete pieces, even though I'm using back and front of the same piece. You will understand in a second where I am going with this. So I've already used quite a bit of this pack. So I do have quite a few of the patterns missing completely. And this one I'm going to use to make Franklin cards. See? No, because then that's too many rainbows. That's repeating a motif that I'm already repeating. Okay, so 3 pieces of 6x6. I need my trimmer. Hello, Miss Kathy, sorry. No. Look, do you know what, Mary? That's awesome. I think, yeah, I understand not being... Oh, it's sunny right now, but you here. Right now, I'm shades of orange and red. Nice, Mary. Okay, so I am working from our A4 standard size. So what I want to do, I want to take a whole centimetre, which is just under 1/2 inch, off the whole of this designer series paper. Okay, please tell me that I have cut this, I laid these out in the correct directions. I'm soon, very soon, going to find out. Oh, yes, I did. Everything was in, because of course, I just cut that wrong. That's okay. That's all good. Because this is the direction I want it. So I want it nearly a whole inch smaller than the card front, or I'm using a centimetre. So, oh, 1/2 inch rather, because you guys in North America do it a little bit differently to us. So I'm going to also tape that one now. Okay, I'll grab the card in again, and you can, where's the card? It's hiding. Oh yes, Mary, that'd be great. Hello, Brenton. Brenton, do you have nice weather? Because it's just started pouring again here. So this, and I'll show you on the back of this card. So this has a decent mat around it. Now, this long section here, I want to keep intact. So it doesn't matter where I cut it. I could have it very skinny, I could have it very thick. I am actually not measuring, but I do want the whole stack of pieces to be square and cut at once. So what I do, I just pop it up in the corner here, then I bring it back, and I'm going to go about there. Okay, so that is that section of the card done. So I'm going to put these off to the side. Now, if we have a look at the other section, I do have a split in the middle. So that will mean I want to take another 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 of an inch off the whole height. So then we have equal borders around all of our pieces. Okay, just going to pop. Those pieces are not useful. Now, with our second side that we're dividing into, choose a place to cut it. Once again, it doesn't matter. And this is enough for 3 cards. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay it out in 3 piles. And we're going to, I'm sure, I'd be very surprised if you guys can't hear that rain currently. So what I want to do is make sure there is one of each pattern in each pile. So just like so. And those 3 pieces will create the card front. Okay, now I've got that, and that. So they're all piled perfectly. Just going to pop those up there. Oh, thank you, Janine. Thank you. The sun is shining, but it has been pouring rain. Oh, right. Well, I'm glad it got hot paraffin treatment and then a massage. That sounds lovely. I'm going to try my trick again from my downline of using a block to finish scoring my cards. And it doesn't leave any residue, which is really cool. So we've got 4 to do. So I'm going to do all the card bases. And I'm going to get them all glued down, and then I'm going to go on to my stamping. Okay, now this isn't the normal way I make a card. If any of you have ever noticed, I generally work foreground to background. I do not know why I do this. So if anyone can work out why I do it, please tell me. But that's just how I do them. I normally go foreground to background. Today, I'm starting with my card base of Bermuda Bay because it is one of the colours in the paper, and I thought it will give us a nice bold base to start off with. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the other patterns that I have. So 1, 2, and 3. So these are the, no, that one is actually Incorrect. Please tell me that's the right width. Yes, I don't know what I've done here, but I suspect the other piece is in here. That's okay. I can cut that and be creative. Glue, glue, glue. So all I'm going to do is start sticking down, because all except for that one piece that I just realized is actually incorrect. But you know, we'll deal with that. Oh, it doesn't hurt your hand using the block, Cindy. Yay, that is always nice when things don't hurt hands, because you know how much I feel your pain there, literally with hands. Okay, now this piece of paper has a bit of a kink in it, so what I might need to do is pop it under a block as we are going. Do you know what? That piece is way too wide. So I am going to do some surgery while I'm going, and we're going to call this one's totally not working. But that's okay. I think this was one of my first ones. And I did, our dear friend Monica, who is often here for my lives, she was making a card like this, and I went, can you tell me how you did that? And she told me. I went, oh my god, that works better. I said that is like way too easy. She goes, yeah, you just make it up. Because she literally, I didn't talk dimensions or that. And yeah, she went, yeah, use it, it's awesome. And I showed my team and I showed my customers, and they went, oh, so I don't need to know any real particular measurements. And I said, nope, just the whole, the larger amount off at the start, and then off this second section, or I call it the second section, you want to take off a little bit more. So I was pretty smitten with, I just scored that instead of cutting it. I'm smart, I tell you girls. Okay, now let's see if this works. Yes, it does. My guesstimate was correct, and because I know where this piece is going, I can directly pop this here. I want my little yellow bit to be at the top, because I think some of this will be covered up. Okay, so here's one card base. That was the card base I wasn't particularly enamored by because it wasn't cut right. Okay, pop that to the side. I'm hoping the next couple work out exactly how they should. I'm just popping to the side all of our bits and bobs. Now, technically, I love the way I say technically, this one is also, hang on, is this one going to work? This one is going to work. Awesome. So, this goes here. Hello Rose, how are you? Okay. Pop this down. This particular pattern reminds me of like those clouds that have like striations from the wind in them. They're just lovely. I like those. It just reminds me of that. I'll show you close up. Just reminds me of that. It's so very subtle. So do I want polka dots for something different, I might do polka dots instead of these stripes, because I do like a good polka dot, and this is a nice multicoloured polka dot. So you can see here, now that I've cut this one correctly, and that is a nice sunshine pattern as well. This is such happy paper. I think anyone who you gave this card to couldn't be anything but happy when they received it. Okay, so I have those there. So that is card number 2. Okay, so now we're going to use 2 of the 3 patterns that I cut at the very start. So did my explanation for how I cut it work? What did you think of my explanation, etc.? I'm hoping it made sense. Hello, Miss Glenna, how are you? Whoops. Stuff's kind of falling at the back there, which is not what I want. Done. So you could see you could get a really nice production line going, and because these pieces are quite ambiguous with they're not occasion tied, you could just have these bases all made. I know Cindy here likes to make a lot of card bases, and then she'll go in and add all the sentiments later. So this would be a great design for you, Miss Cindy, to use for all those beautiful card bases. And it would also a good way just to get that designer series paper that I know you all have hordes of cut, because it's better on a card and sent to someone who'd love it than sitting in your stash. So here's that one. I really like that. And then we will do our final one. So each one is a little different, but still using the same paper. This stripe just makes me so happy. Hello, Miss Bev. Oh, late dinner. Nice. Nice. I just can't do a late dinner. I don't know what it is. I used to be able to do a late dinner, but not in recent years. I'm definitely an early dinner kind of gal. Just make that straight. That will do. Okay. And our last 2 pieces, and then let's see how white my white shirt will actually stay as I'm doing all this beautiful colourful stamping. This piece needs to come up and go in line. There we go. That's better. And then we have this last hearts, because gotta have a good heart pattern or stamp in your stash, useful for all occasions. Okay, and then that is that last one done. We'll just leave those there. I will not be using this anymore, so pop that off to the side. Actually, before we stamp, I might punch out another cloud. And the cloud comes directly from the designer series paper. So you get sheets of, no, they're partial clouds. So you get a whole 6x6 sheet of this awesome cloud pattern, and it coordinates perfectly with our cloud punch. I have shown this before, but I'm going to cut out this partial cloud to get to our full cloud. You'll understand in just a second. And I just want to get to this full cloud here. And I just want to snip and snip. Snip and snip, and then go straight up here, and we will have a number of different cloud patterns to use at the bottom or top or wherever takes our fancy, and that'll do. Just punch. There we go. That is that all done. I can sacrifice that little edge. I have no issues with that. That can go on my scrap style. So I have my 4 clouds ready for my 4 cards. I already have 2 rainbows and 2 sentiments stamped. So let's do 2 more clouds. So I have my pieces here ready to stamp on. Now, this was a bit of a bodgy one I did in class. I do like this one better. And that one I did in my team meeting. So, stamps. So we've got the 4 stamps, and we're also going to use this detail stamp as well. Ooh, you're having a bowl of soup. Now that sounds lovely. So what I like, there we go. What I like to do is just pop the stamp down and let it relax, because they do have a natural shape. Now has that popped, and that, because you can see from the stamp set, has relaxed into its exact shape. You can make it narrower or wider, but I just find that if you pop it, I literally throw it onto the table and let it relax, then it will go back. Oh, good. I'm glad you've been having fun with that. Yay, you have sunshine, Bev. Oh, that's nice to hear people have sunshine. So the colours I have used Pool Party. I have used Stamped Off, Floaty Flamingo. I have used So Saffron and Magenta Madness. They are the colours I have used, and this stamp really wants to stick. And my lovely David has got my stamp chamois ready, so I can clean these as we go, because we are using so many. Otherwise we're going to have block city, and I don't have time for that. Okay, leave that there. Do you know what I might do? I may take this next one off and let it relax while I put this one back away. And I may even, whoop, I just ripped that one back off. I may even, no, that's the wrong way. May even just leave that one there. Although I just put that one upside down. Not helpful. Okay. I've got a frog in my throat. Thank you, Janine. That water did not help. Okay, so we're going smaller and smaller as we go along. Now, I just want to, that goes in nicely, and we're going to go on to Flirty Flamingo. Okay, Flirty Flamingo, and I need my scrap piece just sitting here because we're going to stamp it off. When I did the Flirty Flamingo, and I did try this before I settled on my final design, when I did it in like full strength Flirty Flamingo, it was just a little too bright, and I felt it competed a bit too much. We're just using the stamped off version. I just thought that it's the right colour, but just not as in your face. Now I do wonder if I can do this, and yep, I did fill in that area quite nicely. And I will leave that one there. Pick this one up, and this one is going to be in So Saffron. So I'm finished with this one completely, although the So Saffron I will have to grab out. We'll need to use that twice. Hello, Tanya. Okay, and I'll need that one, so I'll leave that one there to relax for a little bit. So now I'm going to use, even though I'm using So Saffron, I'm going to use it actually full strength twice. Now these rainbows are not meant to be prim and proper and perfect. I've got a couple of spacing spacing errors on one of these, and do you know what? That is totally okay, because no rainbow you see in the sky is actually perfect. Okay, so I've got that. Pop that away. That can stay there. This one can go to the side. And then what we're going to do is go straight over in exactly the same color ink to add in that nice little detail. I just feel it elevates the rainbow, and when we are finished with the stamp set, I'll show you that there is actually also some words that you can put in, and it says sending you a rainbow of happiness. That stamp says, and you can use it as one of the rainbow layers by itself, or you can stamp it over one of your colors. So this is the magenta layer that will fit perfectly in there. Why did I get out Misty Moonlight and not Magenta Madness? I will never know. So let's rectify that. I have only been to New Zealand once, and it was for a Stampin' Up event, and I was just in Auckland. My husband has been to a couple of different places in Auckland actually, and just using this Magenta Madness for the inner layer of the rainbow just brightens it up perfectly, and you can see it does dry back. I'm going to clean this off straight away, and then we're going to stamp the happy birthday as well, because we've used exactly the same colour. So switching stamp sets now. I will just show you on my way. This is the layer that goes over or in place of our second inner layer. So sending you a rainbow of happiness, taking the flowing flowers, and I do unfortunately need to do a little bit of hand cutting today, but it's actually fairly easy hand cutting. And I just need, oh, nope, I swore I put my finger in that, but apparently not. So we'll just go ink, ink, ink. Now I am going to use our banners pick a punch on this, so I just want fairly even left and right edges. If it's not perfect, that's okay, but that's what I'm kind of aiming for. So that is the 2 sentiments done. Just because I've got this out, I'm going to get off the excess ink with the chamois, and then later I will I will clean it with the Stampin Mist and the Stampin Scrub. But just this time I am not. Well, they're not dottage, they're stripes. Oh, wrong stamp set. There's no dottage, we've got stripes. We'll add Glenna's dottage with the iridescent rhinestones, I promise. That is once I find where they actually are. Trying to think if I used them the other day, because in my quick flick through my embellishments, I couldn't put my hand on them. If you were my scissors with the black handle, you would be over there. So, stamping complete. Punching, punching, punching. Now, this punch, I'm going to show you exactly how evil this punch can be, because this punch created these scratches in my hand. I was trying to undo the lock, and do you know what? I'm going to have to do it up to explain. So can you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really sharp edges. I have to undo it using the heel of my hand, and my hand went sliding and got those edges. So lesson, when you are undoing your punches, please beware. Learn my lesson and don't get nice cuts on your hand. So I've just popped that piece in, and I'm just making sure it's flush against the bottom, and I will do it the other way. So I did make sure once again that all these pieces were wide enough, so they're 1 inch, and I also made sure that there was just enough length on either side for our stamp. And I do love a flagged edge. I am a bit obsessed at the moment with my flagged edges. I do always just turn it over to make sure it's flush against the bottom and even on each edge, because that just means we get a nice even flagged edge. You could also, if you don't have this Banner's Pick a Punch, you could also use your tailored tag punch to create these edges, which I use my tailored tag punch for flagged edges for anything over 1 inch, because that is just way easier. There's one, and then we are on our final edge, and then I'll go through and cut our rainbows, and then we're up to assembling our very happy birthday cards, because they just make me happy. Whoop. Alright, that one flung across the room. Well, maybe not. They are still all on my desk. Okay. Rubbish done. Punch can go over here. There's the card. Now with all the bits on it. Yes, it was an ouch. Yes, they are very, very pretty and sparkly, Heidi. I just love that they go with any colour. So I am just using my scissors that are sprung, because that is way easier on my hand than using other ones. Now for this is particularly, if I don't drop it, this is particularly speedy hand cutting and a bit rough there, but you know, because it's a fairly easy shape to cut out. There's nothing too difficult about cutting. Now, a lot of people in my classes and my team meeting, they left the white inside. I like to cut out the white inside of the inside of my rainbow. But it was very much, I found, a personal preference. So I thought that was a bit interesting. Either they didn't notice what I had done or they missed it. I'm not sure. But that's okay. So that's one done, ready. Are we meaning dottage on my nails? Is that what you're meaning, dottage on my nails? Because now I'm not sure. I'm confused by your dottage comments now, girls. That's the one I really stuffed up. But do you know what? I may just put the sentiment over the edge of this rainbow, because that will then make it look really even, where on my card I have put the end of the rainbow over, and that's what a couple of the girls in my class did. They went, oh, I stuffed that up, but oh, I can see off your example. And I said, yep, and they were quite happy with that. And quite a few of the girls actually, if they said if they hadn't have had this piece, they would have done a portrait card, a landscape card. But this layout actually works for both portrait and landscape. Sorry, I'm a bit off the screen here with my cutting. And pop, do. See, going pretty quick, but I'm not saying my cutting's perfect by any means at all. But what I do when I cut, I tend not to spin my scissors. I turn, I need to go back and make that skinnier. I actually turn the paper. I don't actually move my scissors. I just open and close my scissors and I turn the paper, because then that means you have more control where you're cutting. I do a little bit of turning, but if I'm doing that nice edge around the outside, I did just turn the paper the whole time. And going around tight corners like this, I just slow my cutting speed. So then you go all the way around, and then I do all of these little wiggles, except I now have that big piece of paper annoying me. It's very lucky I didn't actually cut the whole end of that rip the whole end of the rainbow. Okay, and one more, and then that's called lots of dimensionals. So am I, Janine. I am not great at fussy cutting by any stretch of the imagination, but what I find the best piece of advice is slow and turn the paper. I may be turning my hand a little bit, but I'm not there going in and out with my whole arm and wrist. I'm literally just turning the paper with my left hand and opening and closing the blade of the scissors. If you guys could see my face right now, I swear I just have my tongue hanging out. Because you've got to get your tongue in the right place for it all to work properly. Okay, and then slow, especially if you're doing intricate fussy cutting. Slow. And done. Right, pretty happy with that. Pop those scissors away, grab my dimensionals, and as you can tell, I haven't crafted since I was last on with you guys. It's the same amount of dimensionals is still here. So all of our pieces left to attach to the card, except for the vellum circle, need to be dimensional. So I'm just going to use 3 on our rainbows, so a left, a right and a middle. I've got that, except they're now wanting to stick to me. Not helpful. Spots and speckles. Oh yes, spots and speckles on my nails. Yes, that's right. I did think of Glenna when the lady showed me, because I said, oh, I love this colour with a bit of glitter. And she went, oh, can I use this instead? And when I saw it, I went, absolutely. And then when she started putting it on, I did think of Glenna and her dotage. Although I've been very kind to Glenna and I haven't cut any stamps, so she hasn't had to shelter from that atrocity. Okay, so these, flip these over, and I think I think 2 will be fine on these pieces. Yep, 2 is fine because I'm putting them close enough that we won't get saggy ends or saggy middles. Done. And come with me. Flip all of those pieces over. This is the thing when we're mass producing, you've just got to go through the boring tasks and get it done. But then out of all this boring preparation, we get the gorgeous end result. And then we can make people happy by sending them a card in the mail. Pleasure, Glenna, pleasure. However much I loved my colourful nails, my multicoloured nails, I was ready for something different. Or can I? No, that can just stay like that, and 2 more dimensionals, and we're done. Well, done with this anyway. Oh. Set hand equals. I don't even know where you wrote set hand, but I'll. No stamps. No, that's right. That should be my disclaimer, Cindy. No stamps were harmed in the making of this card. And then I'll just put in brackets for you, Glenna. Okay, so we have our card bases. I'm going to pop these blocks away. Take a little swig of water. Okay. Now, if you were my vellum circles, you would be hiding over here. Now, when I did this for my team, I had quite a number of my team that were zooming in. So what I did, out of the designer series paper, there are these strips of rainbows. So I cut up the rainbows so then they could hand cut them and then add them to the design themselves. But because I've got access to the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set, I've stamped them. But you could certainly, if you didn't have the stamp set and only had the paper, you could certainly reproduce this card by using the set of rainbows that's already in the paper. Okay, so what I need is my silicone mat, because I want to layer. I'm going to pop down my vellum circle and I want to layer my rainbow on it. So just like that. And then what I can do is take my Stampin' seal and then just like that have glue on that piece, and that will be enough to keep it down, and then pop that down. What do you know what would be helpful if I took that dimensional backing off and then grab a sentiment, so I have all these pieces ready. Upside down, Miss Jane. just going to pop that along there, and then I can take this, and do you know what? I have the feeling that because this piece is down here, I kind of want to put it at the top, just peeking under the rainbow, so I can put my cloud wherever I like it. So that's the basis of the card. I just haven't added the fun bits, which is when we find them, the iridescent rhinestones. Oh, it's okay. I'm just going to take all of them off. That's fine. I took off the wrong one first, which kind of wasn't helpful. Okay. Flip it over. The good thing about using the silica mat, anything sticky just comes off it. It doesn't stick. So if I try and stick that down, it doesn't leave any residue and it just comes off, which I love. I love. So I'm just popping this one here, grabbing that sentiment, because this one's a bit, or is that my cutting? No, I think I might cover the edge of this rainbow as well. That's okay. Just the very edge, so nothing too bad, just the very edge. I'm just randomly picking here the clouds. I'm apparently picking off the dimensionals as I try and pick it up, because hey, that's what you do. And this one I'm going to pop over here at the bottom. So this one, oh, I need my vellum circle, and I'm going to have a leftover vellum circle actually, which can just go in my use it up bits and bobs, because vellum circles are always needed, are always considered for most of my cards. Hey Shaz, how are you? Oh, you like the balance of this. I'm glad you like the balance, Glenna. That's why I thought it just, the circle, even though it's vellum and you kind of can, but you kind of can't see it, in real life it is there. And even when I was doing this with my team on the weekend, they all went, what's this vellum circle for? And I showed it to them and they went, oh, that works so well. And they thought it was a very nice touch. Okay, so almost there, not too far away at all. Just need to go the titchiest titch over and take our rainbow, and this one does look like a real rainbow, and I'm going to pop that just down there, because I didn't want to cover up the, although I think, let's see if I can pull this up. Can you please pray for me? No, it's just going to stay there. If I had thought about it, putting it over there would have created a much nicer, and try and do it, because really hurting my brain now. Wanted to create that diagonal. one side up with no rips. Let's pray for the other side, please. Two sides up, no rips. Woohoo! When does that ever happen? Okay, that's better. So I've got the diagonal, and because we've got the white edge, this cloud still has prominence over this larger pool party piece. Okay, last one. No, not that. I want this. I want this. The other embellishments that I thought might look really nice with this as well are like the blue sequins, the blue adhesive back gems, maybe they're called. I think the light ones of that would look really nice on this, but I just love the shimmeriness of the iridescent rhinestones. Okay, that can go there. This can go here. I am definitely covering the edge of this a little bit further over and crooked. But you know what? That's close enough is good enough. And just our cloud. So I think the cloud once again can go down here. Just like that. Okay, now let's bring down my box of embellishments that of course just wanted to do that, but thank God they go back in so beautifully. No, 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 no. They are tall ones. I do need to get these out and use them, and I know I have a project in my head. Oh, see, the opal ones would work really nice too, but okay, they're not in here. If they're not in here, they must be over the back. Whoops, sorry, I'm pulling the cord. Aha! They were in the project basket. Of course they were. You love the blue gems. I'll show you the blue gems. See, these kind of may or may not work. Tell me if you think they would work as well, because, I mean, any of the clearer gems, the polished dots, the elegant faceted gems would work. There are so many things, but look, I have almost finished my first sheet of the iridescent rhinestones. So they were the blue ones, and I need this. So on this one, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a big one here because I've got the sun in this, so it just kind of works really, really cute. But I can go big and little, or big and medium, and then I can kind of go here and here, and then I just want to put like one up here, and I'm thinking a little one may just work beautifully up there. I think anymore, and we're going like major overkill, but there we go. The other ones I may use less, but I did like highlighting the two suns. So that's that one. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to use one and two. I have to keep my 5. I don't know what it is, but I have to. Okay, leave it there, walk away. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Oh, you like the blue ones too. Okay, do you want me to use the blue ones on one of the cards? Here. I'll grab them out and I'll use them. So, I'm going to use the lighter ones, not the darker ones. You little poppy bouncy thing. Just for all you blue lovers out there, I am going to use this. And I think I'm going to stick with 3 on this one, keep it really, really simple. So that's using the blue adhesive back gems. And this one is going to be a little bit different because I've got a lot of bottom space that I kind of want to fill in. And I'm going to use medium probably there, and then I'm going to go up to the cloud. Probably put one on the cloud and grab, because I have lots of big ones left. I'm probably going to pop this one just under the cloud so it doesn't look so big, but it is there. So we've got the nice triangle, and the bits we want people's eye to go to are contained within that triangle. They're almost gone, my first sheet. I do have multiple sheets, luckily. Luckily. Okay, girls, thank you for making me use these blue ones. Which ones do you prefer? The blue or the iridescent, or you like both? It's okay to like both. I don't know. I think I'm a little undecided. Just a little bit. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, what I did say, you may not have been here. These rainbows are in the paper, and you can use this rainbow instead of the stamped rainbow if you wanted. So there are options in the paper to do this card without it. Glenna likes both, Bev likes both, Darlene likes the blue, Rose loves both. Well, look, there you go. If you don't have the iridescent rhinestones, we will have to talk, because if you don't have them, you should. And these are these the 4 cards? Oh no, that's my original. These are the 4 cards. that I made. So the things we've used, and I'll show you these blue ones up close so you can see they are quite sparkly, quite sparkly, which I like. And I'll show you my original. That is also quite sparkly. One with 2 bling on the cloud, this one. That was my original Heidi. So we've used the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set, which is very versatile. You've got your cloud or illusion of clouds. You've got dottage, which I kind of replicated for Glenna. You've also got your dottage hearts and your dottage raindrops. And even though this cloud punch doesn't come in with the Rainbow of Happiness set, this actually comes with dies. It does coordinate perfectly and goes with the Sunshine and Rainbows paper that is still available in Australia and New Zealand as part of Sale-a-bration, which for us runs until the 16th of March. And the sentiment we took from the Flowing Flowers stamp set. Hold on 1 second, I need to move a few things. Move that off to the side. We used the Pick a Pattern Punch. I used the Layering Circles dies. Just trying to get this all almost on screen. Layering Circles dies. I used the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. I used the Iridescent Rhinestones. We also used the Cloud Punch, and I did use the blue adhesive back gems as well. So use those as well. And then we've got this card, and I'll grab the blue version if I can find it in here. There we go, and that is our blue version. So if you would like to earn the paper, I do have a shop link attached to this video. I will update that shop link to the product specifically used in this project later tonight, and you will be able to go and see. The mini heart dottage is divine. It is absolutely divine. I totally agree with you. Thank you, Bev. Thank you very much. Thank you, girls, for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday over on Facebook to do another live with you. I think I am revisiting the New Horizons paper. So I'm going to, I did a sea themed card last time. I'm going to do a land themed card this time, and this is one I did in my team meeting. So I will show you that on Tuesday, and I'll show you some of the stamp sets out of my stash that will work perfectly with the New Horizons paper. So please, everyone, stay safe over the weekend. I hope to stay dry and not be any more flooded than what our local area already is. Thank you as always for your support and company. Don't forget thumbs up on the way out, and if you're not already liking and following me both here on YouTube or over on Facebook, make sure you do so you don't miss out on any of the fun. I'll catch you soon. Bye.